have. Shout out my nigga Cinco. Zippy Town, burn it up.
I went from a troop to a soldier. Nigga know I'm really Magnolia. I went from a troop to a soldier. Nigga know I'm really Magnolia. I went from a troop to a soldier. Nigga know I'm really Magnolia. I went from a troop to a soldier. Nigga know I'm really Magnolia. Vegan ass nigga, you don't really want no beef. Lullaby man, rock a bitch nigga to sleep. You ain't from where I'm from, you can't come where I be. Real Magnolia, old side TC. I don't mind frying you, I'm trying to. About the money of the.
Hello, KGC fans and listeners. Today, I am here with a living legend in the rap and hip hop industry. I am so thankful that he has taken time out of his very busy schedule to be here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Hot Boy Turks. Turks, how you doing, buddy?
What's happening? Y'all already know, man. It's a pleasure to be here. I want to let you know, man, I appreciate you, man. It mean everything to me.
Well, how are you been doing today?
Man, I actually just been out shopping, man. You know, when you with the wife, man, she try to have you going in Target. She have you going in Kroger, Public, Walmart. She have you going everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? You spending all your money so you get tired fast, you know what I'm saying? So that's what been going on with me all day, man. We been doing everything. Grocery shopping, buying kids beds for Christmas. You heard me? They get beds for Christmas. I ain't never heard of that. Yeah.
I can already tell you that this is going to be one of the top 10 best interviews I've done in my entire career. So I'm excited for this. Hey man, where are you calling us from? How's the weather?
I'm actually in Atlanta. It's probably like 56 degrees. You know, it kind of like fluctuated, like go like in the daytime, like early in the morning, I go work out. I got this thing called no sweat, no check. It's like my 14th week. I be working out, so it be cold in the morning. Then probably like around lunchtime, it get a little warm. Then round, sunset, 5 o'clock, it go to getting the temperature go to dropping. So man, you get sick down here in Atlanta, Georgia, man. It's some crazy weather.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I know that you're big in you have a legendary career, and we'll get to that here in a second. But I want to talk to you a little bit. What is Turk's World?
Turk's World is basically, bringing people up to speed with who I am as a human being. You know, a lot of people have heard things about me, but they have heard things through the tabloids, heard things through my music, heard things through other people's perspective. You know what I'm saying? And when I came out of my little situation, man, I wanted to give people my narrative. I wanted to take control of my narrative. And me and Jeffrey Panza and Life Garling, as well as my manager, who's my wife and Imani, you know what I'm saying? We just sat down one day and, they have been watching me and watching how I go live every day and how I interact with my fans, which I call friends always, never shady. I'm probably one of the only rappers that does that, you know what I'm saying? That really like spend time. Like right now I'm on this app called Bigo, and it's an app where we just chill out, talk about life, you know what I'm saying? So I get in their business and I get in their world, you know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't be fair if I didn't let people come into my world. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I came about. You feel me? Turk's World.
Yeah. And man, I cannot wait for people to see what you have in store coming. I know that I've been getting told some things, and it's exciting, buddy.
Yeah, it's very.
Hey, I mentioned your legendary career with the Hot Boys. Can you talk to us a little bit about how you became associated with that group?
It was this female rapper, man. She's deceased right now. She had a situation, man, and unfortunately she lost her life. But she basically at the time was a female artist on Cash Money, and everybody wanted to sign with Cash Money Records. I don't care if it was your grandmother, they wanted to sign with Baby and Slim, you know what I'm saying? Because they had what it take. and that's for that sound in New Orleans. It was like kind of like the down south Def Jam, down south Atlantic Records Epic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you got a chance to get with those guys, man, you was going big. So Magnolia Shorty was signed to Cash Money, and she was like a next door neighbor to me. She stayed across the courtway in the Magnolia Projects, and we used to rap at DJs. So I told her to put in a word for me with Baby and Slim. So one day, Baby and Slim and Manny Fresh, who was the producer at Cash Money, they came to the Magnolia where I lived at, and they was DJing. Manny Fresh was DJing. So Magnolia Shorty was basically like, Slim, this the guy who I've been telling y'all about. You know what I'm saying? So when Slim got introduced to me, I rapped to him. He gave me a card, and he told me to come to the studio. I don't even know if he liked my rap at the time, because I had like a elementary ABC 1 2 3 type rap, you know what I'm saying? But I think it was the determination that got him, you know what I'm saying, to be interested in me. So he told me to come to the studio. At the time I was playing football, you know what I'm saying? And I used to leave football practice and go to studio with my football tugs, unbeknownst to my mom. She ain't know that I was going to the studio, you know what I'm saying? So after I leave the studio, I get dropped off to the Magnolia where I lived at, and I sneak inside through the fire escape. You know, we had like fire escape just in case they had fires in the project, you know, attached to our room. So that's how I sneak inside. My mom ain't know because she worked 2 jobs. So she didn't know if I was inside or not, but that was my way to get back in. And when I went to the studio at the time, Juvenile was working on his album. So Baby at the time told me to get on a chorus that Juvenile had wrote for me. They needed another verse on it. So I got on it. Then it was 2 more songs that came available. I got on those songs, and the rest became history, man. You know what I'm saying? They formed the Hot Boy group, and I was in the right place at the right time, and the rest became history. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I took care of business when it needed to be taken care of.
Yeah. And when you were with those guys, you met a very key essential person in your life now, a mutual friend of ours by the name of Jeff Panzer. What
Yeah,
did when he was back with Cash Money, can you talk to us a little about how he what he, his ter how he played a factor in Cash Money in y'all's
Jeff.
career?
Jeff was always the cool white guy. You know, he walk around with his long hair. I thought he was Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And that's how he looked. And he's just be high, just walking around, you know. And I used to be shy back in the days, you know, and Jeff used to notice that, you know, and he used to tell me, "You're a star." You know what I'm saying? Get in the front. Hey, why you in the back of these guys? You're a star. You need to get in the front. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's how we built our relationship up. And at the time, I had a drug addiction, you know what I'm saying, which was heroin and cocaine, my drug of choice. And we was happening to shoot baller blocking one time, and I was sick. I couldn't perform, you know. It was 2 times actually, but you know, Jeff made everybody on the set go to lunch. You know, this how slick he was. But when Jeff rocked with you, he rocked with you. He didn't judge you. He didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Um, I told him, man, I was sick, man. I couldn't perform. You know, I need my medicine, and I ain't know how to tell him what I needed. But I figured, okay, well, Jeff's smoking weed. You know, he might got what I need. You know what I'm saying? But you know, long story short, I got right. You know what I'm saying? And man, Jeff been cool, man, ever since, man. And you know, throughout the years, man, I always wonder where Jeff was at, you know. And Jeff did every Cash Money video. He's the emperor of videos, you know, from the Ham video where people got to see the Magnolia Project all the way to Nicki Minaj and Drake. Like he did all these interviews, and he had been watching me. And it's crazy how small the world is. I never know he was watching me on social media, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, he came into Turk's world, you know what I'm saying? And he liked what he seen, bro. And he basically just we rekindled, you know, our relationship from there, man. We got on a conference call, like a Zoom. We got on there with my manager, who's my wife and you know what I'm saying? And we just planned a docu series, you know what I'm saying? Docu, I talk funny, but we planned it and it became Turk's World, man. And he brought on a few other players like Life Garland, who's a great editor, you know what I'm saying, who's been around as well, working on Cash Money content, you know, and Jeff said, man, it's your time to be that star, basically, that I told you that you always was, you know what I'm saying? And we put together a sizzle reel, and the sizzle reel actually dropped yesterday, Monday. Monday, and you can get to see that now on my YouTube channel, Original Hot Boy Turk. That's my YouTube channel. And it's like 5 minutes of my life, like real quick summary of what it gonna be, you know. A big somebody gonna pick it up, you know what I'm saying? Because like my life, man, is just is amazing, you know what I'm saying? And I think the world just need to see it just like we know what it is, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people is gonna be changed from it, you know what I'm saying?
And talk to us a little bit about how did you meet Jeff Panzer? Was there is a crazy funny story that you guys met, or was it just kind of like
Now it was work. It was actually work, I don't know how Jeff got hired to come work with Cash Money. Cause we were some ghetto guys, on like I told you when I first met Jeff, I thought he was Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how he came about, but when he came, the chemistry just was there, and this slow white guy just talking, man. He always been like a father figure, man. You know what I'm saying? And you just don't meet a lot of good people in your life, man. So when you meet those type of people, man, you have to cherish those relationships, And Jeff, 68 years old, he's actually was retired and he came out of retirement for me because he want to see that star that he seen years ago. And, we've been knowing each other over 25 years, man. And, like I have changed my life and he see it, man. And he believed in me like he believed in me 20 some years ago, and it's just a wonderful feeling, man, to be able to have people that believe in you that way. So, I see this thing just going far, man, where it's supposed to be at, man, all the way in the stars. You hear me?
yeah, and it will be. And you talk about great people that you've had close friendships with. Can you talk to us a little bit about your friendship with Lil Wayne and how has that grown over the years?
Yeah, man, Lil Wayne, we started out, they used to call us them churn because we always used to get into a lot of childish things, with each other. We did everything together, from writing music to messing with girls, man, it wasn't nothing that we ain't do together, man. We got a lot of things that we did that we, that only us know that we won't never, reveal to people. But our relationship is great, man. We just rekindled our relationship after years of being separate. Wayne went on to be this mega star, you know what I'm saying? And I had got incarcerated for 8 years, 8 months, 16 days, almost 9 years. So my whole time while I was incarcerated, we wasn't communicating, you know what I'm saying? But this past November 2nd, we kind of rekindled, the whole Hot Boys group, because we all was in our separate ways in our life of where we was at, you know what I'm saying? Juvenile was on tour doing his thing, BG, he just come home from being incarcerated, I got married and started doing other things, and Wayne was still, being the megastar that he is. He put in the call, and the Hot Boy reunion came about, you know what I'm saying? And we actually got another date, December 21st, that's about to happen in Houston, because of Wayne, man. Like he didn't forget about us, man. He didn't get that big head. Well, man, fuck everybody, you know what I'm saying? F everybody if I can't talk. I mean can't cuss, but he always been that little bro, man, you know what I'm saying? And when you ain't around your big bros, man, you can't forget how it was, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's the type of moment that Wayne had, because the day when we did the reuniting in New Orleans, man, he was just lit up, you know what I'm saying? And we all was happy. It was like a nostalgia moment, not only for the fans, But for all of us, you feel me? I think like when we did the rehearsal, that kind of like broke the icing on the cake because it was a little tense. You know, we ain't been around each other in 20 something years. So once we got past that rehearsal and we got in that stadium, man, with all those thousands of people and seen the love that was in there, you know, we just gave the people what they came for, you know what I'm saying? And now we about to take this thing around the world, you feel me?
Yeah. Hey, I understand that you're a big faith guy. How did God put you, like, how did God straighten up your life on the straight and narrow to where you're at today?
Um, to be honest, man, I always come from a believe in Jesus background, you know what I'm saying? My mama, you know, she was very faith-based, going to church every Sunday, even though I ain't like going to church, but my mom used to always make us go. And I was scared of my mom coming up. My mom didn't play. Like she had these rings on her knuckles that she'll punch you with, you know what I'm saying? So I was kind of like scared of my mama coming up and she'll hit you with anything. It don't matter what it is, you know what I'm saying? Um, my mama installed Jesus in my life at an early age. So, you know, sometimes you'll stray away and you become like the prodigal son, which I did, you know what I'm saying? But when you get in situations, you go back to what you love in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? And when I got incarcerated, man, after ODing on heroin and cocaine, I had prayed to God and said I wasn't going to do it if he let me live, and then I OD'd the next day because I did it again. You know, we always tell God this and we don't do it. So I OD'd again the very next day. And this time, you know, I prayed again and I told God the only way I'm gonna stop doing heroin and cocaine, it'd be life threatening. Like I'll be talking to God just like I'm talking to you. And 3 days later, the SWAT team kicked in my door, you know, and when they came and I thought I was being robbed, you know, they shot in there 52 times. I didn't get hit or grazed. 2 police officers got shot. I wound up going to prison, man. I did 8 years, 8 months, 16 days. When I came home, I just changed my life because I knew that if I went back to how I was living, man, it wasn't gonna be me. I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. So, you know, I got serious, man, and God is a part of my life now, you know, and I got a beautiful wife, a beautiful family who be on me like how my mama was. So, you know what I'm saying? I respect my wife to, you know, do the right thing by her and my kids. You know what I'm talking about?
Hmm. Yeah. What was there a verse that you look at now that you just love a lot more?
A verse. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
say a verse. It's not a verse. I like the story of Joseph, you know, and it's a whole book, basically, Genesis chapter 37 all the way out to 50, you know, how I got incarcerated at an early age and, you know, I went through the things I went through with my brothers, you know, how I didn't do what they say that I did. And, you know, I was lied on. I was put into prison, you know, and when it was a need for me, I was released. And I see a lot of similarities in the story of Joseph that's in my life, you know what I'm saying? That's manifesting itself right now, you know. And I always tell people I'm Joseph. Matter of fact, I got an album that I'm dropping in the new year called Joseph, you know, and I always say I'm the Joseph of this generation, you know what I'm saying? Because I really truly believe that the things that Joseph went through is a lot of similarities in my life that I'm going through right now, you know, and that's my favorite book, man. God restored him and he basically told his brothers that the devil meant it for bad, God meant it for good. He sent me ahead of y'all to change y'all life and save y'all life. You know what I'm saying? So everything I went through, man, I got to see it in the spiritual eyes of what it really was. That the flesh wasn't never what it was. It always was a spiritual deliverance that God wanted to save me from. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that I walk by faith, not by sight. You know what I'm saying? I believe that till it ain't nothing else to believe. You know what I'm talking about?
Thank you for sharing that. Thank
Yeah,
you. It inspired me a whole lot more in my faith. Thank you for
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
God is real, man. God is real. Like God is real, man. It's like when God bless you, he bless you. And when he when he whoop you as well. You know what I'm saying? So I believe God will bless you, and I believe He'll whoop you as well and teach you a lesson. You know, just like your father's supposed to do. Your spiritual father gonna do that because he love you. So I understand when I'm getting spiritually whooped, that is because God loved me and He want me to learn something. You know, I'm not gonna get bitter. I'm not gonna get mad and get rebellious. I'm gonna get right. You know, and like I say, man, I walk by faith, man. Everything that I do, man, I see God working through everybody. Even in this conversation, this situation right here, like God is in everything, you know what I'm saying? And it took me to really like go through penitentiary. Like a lot of God's soldiers and the people that He used in the Bible all went through a prison type situation. They went through some trial and tribulation that was detrimental, like something serious. Like He always used the things that the world looked at as weak, you know what I'm saying, to show who He was, you know what I'm talking about? And that's what God doing through me, man. And I believe that with all my heart.
Yeah. Wow, that's powerful. Wow. Thank you. And we hope that something that Turk just said can inspire one of you guys out there, because what he just said can inspire us all. It just inspired me here today. And Turk, can you talk to us a little bit about what you got coming out and where people can keep up with you, buddy?
Of course, man. I'm always on Instagram at original Hot Boy Turk. You know, like once you catch me on Instagram, you'll be able to connect with me on everything else because I'm always live. I'm always live on an app called Bigo. You know, I love Bigo because it's an app where it's multicultural, man. Like they might say there's a war going on, and I might go to the country where they saying there's a war at, and I see people on live just like me. Ain't no war going on. It's a lie. You know what I'm saying? So you get to see things from a different perspective, man, when you open up your mind and you be aware of the truth and not these lies that the media be constantly putting in front of us, you know. And being able to be multicultural and open-minded and not be closed-minded to believe things that's not true. That's I love about this app, you know. It's called Bigo. So if y'all want to become a Bigo host, I am an agency owner, you know what I'm saying, on that app. Y'all can download the app. And my Bigo page is Hot Boy Turk. Holla at me and I get y'all right, man. And y'all already know, man. I'm gonna keep on doing this thing with this Turks world. Keep on showing y'all everything that I'm doing. I got the podcast. I got a podcast with me and my podcast partner, Beehive. Podcast with me and my wife called Make Love, Make Money. I just dropped the album called Really Magnolia. And
Let's talk about it.
my album Really Magnolia is like an EP. So an EP basically is just a promotional album that I put out with 8 tracks on there. And I'm just basically just letting my fans know I got it. I still got it. You know what I'm saying? And preparing them for what's about to come, which is the album. And the album is what I'm really going give to him. Like Joseph, it's just I'm gonna take him all the way in the Turks world, man. Like because I opened up my heart on that album, you know, and I feel like once the fans really get that, they're gonna be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Now we understand things that we was hearing, things that we were seeing, things that we didn't understand, you know, because it's all about getting clarity, man. I don't want people to not have clarity about me. You feel me? And because people could be misinformed, disinformed, and malinformed, and information is key. So when you don't got the right information, we they say in the Bible you die for a lack of knowledge. You know, so I want to give people great awareness about who I am, and you get to know who I am, you get to know who God is because God lives in me. You feel me?
So are you and yeah, that's amen. You talked a little bit about the Hot Boys reunion. Can you are you guys going on a Hot Boys reunion tour in the
Yeah,
arena?
we just got added like a couple more dates actually today. You know, but they offers for those dates, so I'm not gonna confirm the dates completely right now until them offers are looking like how I want it to be. But we're gonna be in Houston on the 21st of December. That offer was right. So, you know, at the Toyota Center, y'all make sure y'all pull up. The tickets sold out. They added 400 more tickets just for the people who, probably wanted to be late getting their tickets. But I'm quite sure as soon as they added them, they sold out. So if y'all want to come, y'all might could get resale tickets or catch somebody who probably missed the flight or something that's selling their tickets, because we selling out arenas, man. 25 years later, them Hot Boys reunited.
How does it feel to have a second chance?
It feel great, man, because some people don't get that second chance, and I'm more than grateful, because this time, man, I'm consciously aware of who I am. Then I didn't really know who I was, man. So I took a lot for granted. So for God to give me a second chance, I know is a bigger um calling on my life that he got, and I'm more responsible. I hold myself accountable because I know I have to take care of a lot of more people. So I don't do it for me. This go around, I do it for the people. You know what I'm saying? Who God appointed me to. So that's just what it is, man. Like, and I'm not saying this just because it's on the interview. Like, that's really my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, God didn't condition my heart to not do it for me. If I do it for me, I'm straight. I'm good. But doing it and seeing smiles on other people's face, man, because it be small stuff to me like that make people like be like, damn, it be real small. Like, man, if everybody did things like that who are able to do things, you know what I'm saying, the world will be better. So I just lead by example.
Kirk, I want to thank you so much, sir, for coming on the show tonight, and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Where can people keep up with you? Do you have like a website?
Now, man, like I just told you, original Hot Boy Turk on
Instagram.
Instagram. You heard me? They catch
Yeah.
me there. They gonna catch me everywhere. My YouTube, original Hot Boy Turk. Go subscribe there. And that's our website these days, man. I got Ilike'emHot.com if y'all want to get my season and my book and stuff like that. But original Hot Boy Turk, that's the website on Instagram, and y'all gonna catch me everywhere.
Well, make sure that you guys follow Hot Boy Turk, and thank you, Turk, for coming on here. And will you come back on and talk to us some more when
Of course, man. We'll give you the update, man, and let you know, the day when we drop in the documentary series, because we're gonna have series. I don't know if it's gonna be 20-minute series, 30-minute series, but we'll come back on when we about to drop the series.
Hey man, we'll be happy to have you. You're a great guest, and thank you so much for taking time out of your legendary schedule to be here with us.
Man, appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you right back.
All right,
Thank you
bro.
guys so much for watching the KGC show, and thank you again to Hot
All
Boy
right,
Turk for being here with me tonight. Thank you,
all
and
right,
enjoy
bro.
the show.
Be safe, man.
Be safe. God
All
bless.
right,
See you on the next one.